Hello everyone, this is Ashley Jamerson coming to you from Ashley Lambert Realty, and it is Friday or Friday, and I have a quick personal errand to run before I head to the office to meet with my client. And the errand is taking a look at a home for my family. On yesterday evening, like around 4:30, I received an email from an on-site agent with Meritage, and basically they have an inventory home that on paper checks all of our boxes. And so my husband was coming down 77 from work, and I just left Hobby Lobby with my daughter, and we met each other at the house and toured it. And it was amazing. Like, it literally checked off all of our boxes on paper. But if you've been watching my YouTube videos for a while, you know that having a house that meets my husband's and I's needs is really, really hard. And it's because we have so many hobbies and there's things that we like to do at home. And we made the decision together that we will stay in our current home because it meets our needs, not all of our wants, but it meets every one of our needs and some more. But we decided that we were going to stay here until we find the perfect house, which will be our forever home. And I know that sounds crazy to be even thinking about a forever home, and we're like in our mid-30s, but the reason being is because we want to pay it off very quickly during our income producing years, and we want to enjoy it. And our forever house, I just want it to be a place where I raise my kids and I help raise my grandkids. It's just going to be where we're going to be, like, forever. So it has to check off a lot of boxes for the long term. If you don't know, I am a crafter, huge crafter. I quilt, I crochet, I tried knitting, but I suck. I do sew a lot, I scrapbook a lot, and so I have like a ton of stuff. So technically I'm still using our formal dining room until my scrap box arrives, and it won't be here until we get back from Disney, which totally sucks because I'm still compiling a lot of stuff as we go. I know I'm supposed to be on a no-buy, but I'm a crafter. I also have 5 vegetable raised bed gardens that are like 4x8, and 1 huge flower bed that my daughter has overtaken with her flower seeds, which is really, really cute. I love it. It's really coming along. But we are like 85% vegetarian, so it's really cool for us to grow our own vegetables, go outside, pick tomatoes, pick squash, zucchini, and peppers and things like that, and then bring them in and have them for dinner. So this house, even though it checks all of our boxes on paper, it just lacks garden space. And we do have a dog, which is a part of our family. We've had Lacey before we even started having children, so Lacey is a huge part of our family. And right now, our back porch area, we can open up the back door and let her out into the fenced in backyard, which we love this house because it had that. And the other house does not have staircases or stairs down to the non-existent backyard, which also has no space for my garden beds. So we'd be giving up a lot, but also gaining a lot in space. We would gain a huge play area for our kids. Like, it's huge. They would have the whole upstairs to themselves pretty much because the master is downstairs. I would have my own craft room. We have 2 pianos in our home right now. We have a baby grand piano and an upright piano, and so there's definitely a space for entertaining with the baby grand piano. My husband's the musician, not me. So it does check off a lot of boxes, but the flow of the house is just off. So we spoke about it, we being my husband, I spoke about it yesterday while I was cooking dinner. We spoke about it last night before we fell asleep. I woke up talking about it. I called him from the car talking about it. And so he said, you need to get this house out of your system. So I'm going to go and check out the house again. I'm going to take you guys along with me, and I'm going to show you how awesome this house is, and then I'm going to point out why it doesn't work. And then if I ever have a moment of relapse where I'm like, that's the house we missed out on, then I'll rewatch this video and just come to realization that even though it's such a good deal, that is not the house for us because it doesn't provide us with the inside and outside space. And I did promise my husband that since I purchased the Disney Vacation Club membership, that he can get any car he wants next year. And so now any house that we get has to have a 3-car garage, because we're not going to get rid of my mama mobile, which is my Chrysler Pacifica. We're not going to get rid of his work ride, which is a Prius. That Prius got us to Disney on 1 tank of gas, or 1 fill up, which was absolutely amazing. So we're not going to get rid of that car because he does commute to work every day. And so I told him he can get any car he wants, and so it's going to be a date night car. We can't even fit our kids in it, so he can have it next year. So long story short, we had to have a 3-car garage, and this house does not have it. And he basically said that even though it has a full finished basement, which he can have to himself, even though it has that, it doesn't have that forever appeal of having a 3-car garage. And if you're spending that much money, then you definitely need to get exactly what you want. And again, our goal is to pay it off very quickly, which is obviously our goal for our current home as well. And we're just going to stay here. I said it before, we're just going to stay here until we find the perfect home. So I have gas. Oh my gosh, I actually have like a full tank of gas. So I'm gonna get on the road to Huntersville. Oh yeah, another thing. We worked so hard to get our daughter into a school, and we got her into the school, and so the commute to drop her off every day would be 38 minutes one way. And that's not even including picking up my son from his daycare. So that's another thing, is like the school is perfect for her. I mean, it's perfect for our family. I love the school, and it was like our first choice, and we got into it. And that commute would be like absolutely crazy every day, especially with traffic. So there's so many things good, and there's so many things bad, and this is why my husband and I are my worst client. So I will check in with you guys at the house. You're gonna love it. Since we're not getting it, it will be on the market soon. It was not on the market, but it will be. I'm not even gonna cry. I might cry. But let me get this done so I can get my day started. I'll check with you guys soon. Okay, so here she is. So we walk in. Here is what would have been like my craft room. I just really like the light in here. And right across is the formal dining room, which is absolutely great for entertaining. And then the butler's pantry. Let's see if it has soft clothes. No soft clothes. I like the backsplash selections. Okay. And then the switches are at. But I had the gas stove. There we go. I just really like this kitchen. And the granite. I like the counters. So this is one of the things that my husband was not a fan of, and he said it's just not conducive to how we entertain, and he just doesn't like how the dining room is so open to the living room, which is fine. I do really like built-in shelves, so I would have made those some built-ins, which would have been a fairly easy thing to do, a good weekend project. And this is one of the negatives, which is a pretty huge negative, but the deck. So even though it's a pretty good sized deck, it doesn't have stairs to the main, or like to the ground. And there's no yard, but it's actually getting more sunlight than I thought it would. So we would technically have to put our garden beds like right here. So 4x8, which isn't terrible, and add stairs down for the dog. So maybe, still a possibility. I'm going to show him the video. This side yard is so slopey. So slopey. I can just envision my kids tumbling down it. But this right here may work. Oh man, it's close to water, which is Mosquito and Copperhead Haven right there, if you guys can see that. I still love it. Let's go check out the rest of the house. Okay. So gas, fireplace. Again, because I can lots of counter space, good countertop for biscuits, Sunday morning biscuits. Good pantry space, like an organizer's haven. I love that space. 2-car garage through there, which my husband said is small. Laundry is on the main floor, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. Needs a folding table, which would go here, but good, you know, fit my washer and dryer in there. It's a laundry room. Guest bath. I would probably take this apart and put in a walk-in shower, especially if his parents or my grandmother came to live with us. This is the guest bedroom on the main floor. I do like this. It's a good size. I can fit a queen bed in here. I mean, it is for guests. So the compromise that I spoke with him about on the phone was this could be my craft room. And then that would mean we wouldn't have to use this space here for his baby grand piano. We could just use that as like some type of eating space, and that back there would be my craft room, and then that could be his baby grand piano room, and then the formal dining room. So craft room in the back instead of the front, which it's a compromise. So this is the master. I do love the lights and the ceilings. I do wish this house was agreeable gray, which is funny because I thought I'd be tired of agreeable gray by now, but I'm not. So there is literally a cardinal hitting the window. That's so crazy. Okay, anyway. So this is the master bathroom. And if this looks familiar, this is the similar tile of my Windbluff house, the house that I renovated in South Charlotte. It's the very, very similar tile, which I said I absolutely love. So I like that the counters are gray. Again, I wish the walls were agreeable gray. I wish the mirrors were framed out, especially in this price range. But they're pretty. I love the tub, and I love this. This is very similar to what I did in South Charlotte. So very, very similar. Closet space is wonderful. And I do like that the racks are metal, because that means you won't get the ugly marks, but tons of space for my husband and I to share. Wet room, and then this is a linen closet and natural hair product closet, because you know we got tons of stuff. But yeah, so this would have fit. We do have a king size bed with a pretty large headboard, so this would have fitted wonderfully. And here's another view. I love this house. I'm gonna talk to my husband again about it. God, it's just that drive. It's gonna be a 38-minute drive every day to take my daughter to school. So formal dining room again, main floor, and then piano room or craft room. So one of the things that we're lacking right now in our current home is a place for our toddlers to play. And you remember I said I love wooden staircases. So this space is ginormous for our children. I mean, it's huge. Absolutely huge. It's still going. Walking. Look how big this space is. So definitely tons of space. Put a foosball table, a pool table when they get older. 4 bedrooms up here. So 2 downstairs on the main floor and 1 in the basement. It's just, this is a lot of carpet. I'm already a little bit winded. I would have to get a couple of those robotic vacuum cleaners to vacuum this house and just go around and pick up the dirt, like empty out the packets every couple of days. But this is huge. And a guest bathroom. I really do love how this is back here together, and so they can brush their teeth and stuff while one of them's taking a bath. Or this could be one child's wing of the upstairs, and then the other child can have their own little office space and a bedroom on this side of the house. I love this little nook area. I can just totally see Kylie with pillows and a bookshelf and like reading and doing homework there, because she starts school soon. It's so exciting. And then of course there's another bathroom, but it does not have that little space. It's all together in this one. Not bad. I mean, we're only going to have 2 kids ever, so that's pretty cool. If you saw my video from the house in South Charlotte that I was viewing, I would definitely change out the light fixture up here and put like a really nice light fixture just to, you know, add some pizzazz to it all. So that's the second floor, the main floor. And so yesterday when we were looking at it all together, I was like, I don't care about the basement, because that'd be my husband's space. Like, I care about the kitchen, the master, my craft space. And he was like, well, what does the basement look like? So it's fully finished. This is like the other 2,000 square feet, it seems. It's huge. This would be my husband's space, not mine. But it's also a huge room. He's like, what would I do with it? I was like, I don't know. You figure it out. So, I mean, it's still so much carpet. Maybe you can close this in. We can have like a family movie theater space. But but he does a lot of music. He has like a lot of drum sets, obviously 2 pianos, guitars. So this would definitely be his little haven for him and his friends so he can do his hobbies. This would be the space that he would get. And then another bedroom down here, which is about the size of our master, and a huge closet for storage. We definitely would be able to get rid of our shed. We have a really huge shed right now, 11 by 11 at our home now. So we have tons of storage, tons in this house. There's a bathroom down here. The placement of these light switches is just terrible. But there's a bathroom, basic bathroom. But it's, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bathrooms, 7 bedrooms. This may be a storage. Oh, it's creepy. Yeah, storage. Tons of storage. Sort of crazy. Extra carpet. Yeah, I'm not really into all the carpet here. It's just, like I said, it marks off every one of our check boxes. Let me take a look. Except for not having a 3-car garage, but this does get pretty good light, pretty good sun. I guess the question would be, would I want to walk downstairs? And like, maybe. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe I could put one like right here and then put 3 of them right here, like this way. And then that would work. So 1, and a little bit of place for the kids to play. Oh, oh. Oh God, no. It was a huge spider. Oh, that was a huge spider. Okay, so like I said, it's a huge house and I love it. So okay guys, so what do you think? I know it's absolutely perfect. I thought I was gonna get over it. I'm not over it, which means I'm gonna talk to my husband and give him my sweet puppy dog eyes and see if we can negotiate something on this house. I really like it. Like, it's just, I'm really, like, one thing that I really love is that it's semi-established. I don't have to deal with a lot. I do wish that it had some of the outdoor space like the homes across the street, but the homes across the street, they don't have a basement, which would automatically be an X for my husband. So yeah, it may have space for my gardens, but it wouldn't have, or easy space for my gardens. It would not have space for, is that a snake skin? No, it would not have space for him. And then of course the house right beside of it has a 3-car garage. But yeah, the parking. So 2 cars there and maybe the minivan here. Oh, I do love it. See, I wish it had this space in the front. I think that's the model that we dubbed the California model. But I don't know what to say. It doesn't look like the pictures. It's a little bit lighter. But it's okay. I mean, it's a beautiful home. It's just a beautiful home. And like I said, it has everything on paper that we're looking for. So in the event that we do not get this house, it will be available soon, and it's a phenomenal price. This same house sold for about $70,000 more. So this is a fallout that they told me about. It really does pay to have a realtor who visits a lot of new construction and builds those relationships. There's gonna be 4 trees, 5 trees in this front yard, 6. Oh, they got to go. Natural hair and those little inchworm things do not work. So let me get on the horn and talk to my husband and tell him that I came back out here to see the house that I want and see what he says. He says it's not our dream home, but gosh, that 38 minutes, can I really do that every single morning when school is in? That's a good question. It's like, do I want to do it? Can I do it? I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
False denial. Is that correct?
Is that something that I want to do, like every day for school, like in this, you know, not the snow. We don't do that down in the South, but like when it's raining, when it's a day where I'm just chilling at home, I'm gonna have to get up and do 30, 35 minutes, 38 minutes when it's really bad, plus sit in the carpool, the car line, because my daughter will always be a car rider. She's never going to take the bus, especially if we move out here, because it's not even in the same area. But I do like Huntersville. It's close to Burkdale. I would have to find new craft stores. Hobby Lobby. I had to move my office. I would have to move my office. It's a lot to think about. It will be closer to my husband's job, but the goal is for him to be a full-time realtor with me in a couple of years. So we don't really base our situation off of his job, but it would be closer for him. But again, it'll be further away from my daughter's school, which we focused so hard. It was on our vision board. We focused so hard to get her into that school. It's a big change. We'll have to sell our house that we live in now. It'll sell quickly. It's nice. It's like perfectly priced, or it would be perfectly priced. I don't know. Lots of decisions. I'll check in with you guys later on in a different video probably. Bye.